Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors, America's only daily outdoor TV show. Your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. I'm glad you're here this morning. Hope you had a great Labor Day weekend. And here we go with all kind of good shows coming up the rest of this week. Let's get started with our weather, brought to us by Gulf Coast Air Conditioning. Drew Pollard and hard-working crew taking care of our everyday comfort needs. Pretty comfortable, high only 86, low 78. Our water temperature at the end of the pier, brought to us by my Rancho Coffee Company, Miss Ariel Payne's company. We're looking at it's dropped a degree, down to 86 now. That's been interesting to watch over the weekend. Our river readings brought to us by the good folks at Panama City, Coca-Cola. We're looking at a 7.2, the Apalachicola Bluntstown, and the Choctawhatchee at Careville this morning has a 3.4. Tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn. Good tides this week, man. Last week was something else with those flat tides all week. We're looking at a high tide this morning at 5:07, and the low tide this afternoon at 5:12, almost exactly 12 hours right there within 5 minutes, so it's going to be cool. Wind coming out of the east at about 10 to 15. Did a quick weather because we have a couple of guests here. We want to get started with them, so let's take our break. We'll be right back with our guest. Okay, welcome back and welcome to our guest this morning. You recognize Rusty Russell here with Crime Stoppers. And Miss Deborah Peel, welcome back. Been on the show a good while back.
It has been. It has been a while.
We're so glad to have you.
I'm so glad to be here.
All right. So we got all kind of stuff to talk about. So let's talk about, we'll start off with, what y'all been up to?
This is, I don't know how many years it's been, but we're getting ready to kick off our signature fundraising event, which is the Gun a Day giveaway. Crime Stopper Gun a Day giveaway starts right now.
Okay. So, Deborah, what's your role in all of this? So.
Well, I try to keep Rusty straight. But you know,
That's a job.
That's a job. That's a job. But basically, I do the media part of Crime Stoppers and try to, I work with the liaison with all the law enforcement agencies. Mm-hmm. So that's basically what I do.
What's cool, we got several counties in it now, right?
We do. We're so happy to have Washington and Holmes County. Mm-hmm. We originally started in '81 with the Panhandle Crime Stoppers, and we're back to it. So we've got Washington, Holmes, Bay, and Gulf County.
That is awesome.
It is good. It is good. We're very happy to be there.
And we always love these stories about catching the bad guys. We always talk about that. In fact, we just had one a while ago. So anyway,
absolutely.
Rusty, the gun giveaway, that's been so popular for y'all.
It has. It's been great. We've tried things over the years. A lot of people don't know we're a 501c3, so we have to raise money. And so we've been doing this a few years now, and it's worked well for us. So we're going to stick to it. We're actually going to, at some point, I'll tell you now, we're going to expand it. We're probably going to do one in the spring as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so we're probably going to do two of these a year, but this is the one that we've started. We do every year. Starting November 1, we'll give a firearm away a day, entire month of November, even Thanksgiving Day. We will sell 1,000 tickets, and tickets are $40 each, or somebody can buy 3 for $100.
Okay.
And the midday pick 3 lottery number determines who wins the gun. And all brand new firearms. I think you've got a list of the firearms.
Let's take a look at. We've done this before now. This is really cool, and I always buy. I like that bargain 3 for $100, so save me 3 tickets. So,
I've got your name on it.
All right. So here we go. So talk about some of these. We don't talk all of them, but man, these
there's some good guns on there. Firearms on
wow,
there.
Look at them.
I know. Look at that.
So each day you've got a really good chance.
There's only 1,000 tickets sold, like Rusty said, and when they go on sale, in which they're on sale now, they will sell out very fast.
Listen, I want to go ahead and win on November 29th, that Mossberg.
That's the one you want?
12 gauge. I mean, I love those guns. Anyway, what a great selection of guns here. I mean, all different kinds. So the tickets are how much now?
Ticket $40 for a single ticket, or you can get 3 for $1. 3 for $100. That seems to be the most popular. Mm-hmm. And I think this is our 3rd year where people can buy those online, so they can go to pcstips.com.
Okay, I think I have that up here,
you can go to pcstips.com. I think you've got the graphic there. Yep. and click on the contribution button. I think it's pretty self-explanatory. You can buy tickets online, or you can give me a call. As always, that's my phone number. And then, but the gun shops around Pro Gear and in Youngstown has tickets. Weewall Gun and Pawn, of course, has tickets. The Gun Depot in Lynn Haven, great supporters. We love them. Powder Room, who has all the firearms in inventory for us. That's where you'll go pick up your guns when you win them. And because we've already started doing some preliminary work about getting the spring one going, we have Chipley Gun and Pawn is participating this year.
Oh,
so
cool.
we get a lot of participation from those counties, from Holmes County, from even Jackson County, of course Washington County. So we decided to expand up there, but in to sort of kick it off, we went and met with those people. They've been very supportive, and so even before spring. Now for this giveaway, you can buy tickets there if you live in that area.
Okay.
So,
and well, you come back on, we'll talk about a spring giveaway. It'd be basically the same kind of situation.
right. We've discussed this for several months now. We've gone back and forth, and we've decided it's not broke, don't fix it. This is working. What we're doing is working, so we're just going to replicate that.
You sell
in those
out.
counties.
I'm telling y'all, you better get your tickets quick now, because
They go fast.
They really do.
They really go fast.
They do. And I know y'all text me and everything, but I don't sell them now. Okay, but I can tell you these two folks here, they're in charge of it, and but all those other places too, and Weewall, Chipley.
Yeah.
That's good stuff.
Yeah, we got it spread out. So if you don't want to go online and do it, and you want to do it face to face, you go in there and write a check. They'll take a check from you with. There's a gun shop close to you that'll sell you a ticket.
I'm gonna try a different thing. I always buy 3 tickets, one for myself, one for my son, and one for my son-in-law.
Yeah.
But I go ahead and give them tickets. But this year I think I'm gonna hold on all 3 tickets, and then say, well, look what happened. I'm not really, but they've gotten close. They really get into it also. A different age group.
Yeah.
It's really good stuff. If you have too many guns, just think about it. You give one away for Christmas or something.
You know, that happens. That happens. Somebody we both know, I won't mention their name on air, but his wife won one, and that was his Christmas present.
I love it.
And what's amazing is that several people have won more than one time.
Isn't that something?
Yeah, they run 2 guns.
It happens every year. Last year we had a guy win 2 guns on 1 ticket. Usually it's somebody bought 3, somebody will buy 10. But last year we had a guy, I believe it was last year, won 1 gun on the same ticket.
Yeah.
Wow, how cool is that?
2 guns on the same ticket, yeah.
That's cool. All right, let's take a quick break and be right back with our guest. Okay, welcome back. Sitting here with Miss Deborah Peel and Rusty Russell with Crime Stoppers. I was kidding. I know y'all seen her picture on the billboard for how long now?
About 30 years.
Okay, she's been the face of Crime Stoppers. You say, Rusty, I'll walk in a restaurant or something, and people say what?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They say the Crime Stopper lady, but something I don't want to miss this opportunity. She's not just the face. She's the passion. She's the inspiration. She's the enthusiasm. She's the reason that all the rest of the volunteers meet. Yeah. We're there because Deborah's enthusiasm is contagious.
Yeah, it is, and she's been doing a good while. It's been so successful. We, as a community, an outdoor community, we appreciate all the work you put into it all these years. I know. In fact, we got a little tie-in because her husband, Greg, he was one of my very first football players way back in the day.
No, don't hold that against me now.
Okay, listen, but you say he's asleep right now? We're going to call him. Call him up. Get up and run me a couple of laps, Greg. Okay, let's show this picture here is a cool picture. All right, here we go. Check out this. Tell us about this one. I like this.
Well, that is at a community event we just recently had over in Washington County. Sheriff Kevin Cruz was nice enough to host the meeting, and there's Sheriff John Tate, you'll see there from Holmes County, and then that's our board of directors. That's all of the guys over, that's some of us that came over from Bay County to be in this meeting. It was a very nice meeting. Sheriff Cruz did a wonderful job, and we're just excited to be over in these other counties.
Oh, that's so good you work together. And we all were doing this, we're trying to get the bad guys.
That's right, that's right.
Okay, so tell us, all these billboards, I see them all over the place. Who pays for those billboards?
Well, the criminals pay for those billboards.
She just told me that, couldn't you? I love it. And so,
absolutely. Once they're arrested and convicted, then they are assessed a court fine fee of $20.
Okay.
And that goes to the Crime Stopper Trust Fund. And that pays for our billboards.
Is that not cool?
Yeah, I know.
And you have so many. When I go to some of y'all's meetings and all, thank you for always inviting me to get a free meal. But most important, I see some good people. but I always got some good stories about catching a bad guy.
We do. We have a lot of them.
Have you thought about putting a little book together about catching some of them later on when you retire and just save the name?
I tell you, there's so many of them. It take volumes.
Yeah,
It would take volumes of them.
want to protect the names of the innocent, but then, it's a challenge.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Rusty is a volunteer. You got a volunteer group?
Yep.
And you put a lot of time into it yourself, I know.
Oh yeah, we do. We do, and it is contagious. I mean, I end up, meeting people in town, and that's sort of how it spreads. You talk to them about what you're doing, and can I get involved in that? And one thing sort of leads to another, and we end up with some really good people at the table with us, and we meet monthly. And one of the highlights is Deborah goes through all of the tips that we've got, and I think we had 85 last month or
85,
something like that, and they're very detailed tips. And we get really excited when one results in arrest, and we get to sit there and decide whether or not we're going to pay the reward. We've never said no, to my knowledge, and to actually write the check, make sure that somebody gets the money that bad guy provided, by the way, and pass that on to somebody who made a decision that they were going to try to do something to get a bad guy off the street. So.
And Crime Stoppers has been in existence in Bay County since 1981, and since that time, not one tipster has ever been identified. So it totally remains anonymous.
That's awesome. It's one of these win-win situations we talk about so often. You say you got 85. Is that about an average, above average a month?
It goes up when we have our billboards up.
Yeah.
And so we get more. It's just top of mind awareness. People will see the board and say, "Oh, I saw something." And the most critical thing right now is human trafficking. Is that's how Crime Stoppers can help. If you notice something that just doesn't seem right, just call it in.
Yeah.
You may save a life.
Coach, I'll tell you something else this fundraiser does for us too. The tips go up during the gun a day giveaway because we're on this show. We've got the billboard up. We've got the gun sales tickets in the gun shop. People are talking about it, and somebody hears it and they go, "Oh yeah, Crime Stoppers, I'll call them." But our tips do go up every year when we do this.
Oh, that's cool. We'd love to hear that. We've got a bunch of good folks out there.
Oh, we do.
Oh, you do.
And we all have this same passion for fighting these bad guys. We talk about it a lot, but we do. When I see folks like y'all on the front line, I just feel good having. We had state troopers on last week, and they're doing the same thing. And of course, you knew the Harsey family
Absolutely,
too.
absolutely.
But anyway, that continues too with that.
Yeah,
But
it does.
the big thing now is getting these gun ticket sales out right now.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Let's take a look again at this list right here of the guns. Again, let me see. Deborah, if you're going to win one, what would you want to win?
The one on November 30th.
Oh, okay. Let's go.
That's
okay.
what Greg wants.
Oh, okay. What was that? Marlin 44. Okay.
I've seen that one. That's the one I would love to win.
That's the one. Okay, so that's the one y'all want to win.
Yeah, that's a good deal. A $40 ticket.
A $40 ticket for a $1,200 gun.
Yes, sir.
Okay. If I win.
Which one do you want, Coach?
Well, we'll trade if we win those two. We'll just trade. Okay.
We'll switch them out.
I love the Smith & Wessons. I mean, 6 hours. There's so many of the Glocks. Wow. Good stuff there.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Okay, and one more time, how to get a hold of the folks. Let me see. Right here.
Yes, sir.
Okay, PC tips.com and Russell's phone number right there too.
Yeah, and I can take a credit card over the phone too.
Oh, you can?
Oh, I can. Yeah, I sure can. As a matter of fact, I buy the first 3 tickets every year because we test the credit card process with my credit card. So I buy my tickets. I've never won. Never won. But
one guy won twice and one ticket.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
What's your biggest challenge in doing Crime Stoppers? I know it's a challenge each and every day, but what are some of the problems y'all have to overcome to be successful?
Well, really, the success of Crime Stoppers basically it relies on the public feeling safe enough to know that it does remain anonymous. That's why I mentioned that about how many years it's been and never had a tipster. The next question is, how do I remain anonymous and receive a reward? And then you would normally ask that. But it's very easy, we have a location that we send our tipsters to. They don't have a name or anything. They have a piece of paper with their number on it.
Okay.
That's how they're identified, That's how we pay it out.
Coach, this is not going to surprise people, but I can tell you that it's raising money. The Crime Stopper Trust Fund started in the 80s, I can't remember, and it was $20 court fee that came to us as a result. You know, when you're convicted, you pay a $20 court fee that goes to the trust fund. We get our share of that. It hasn't gone up since the 80s.
Wow.
But the cost of billboards has gone up. We have one paid employee. You know, everything has gone up. Our minimum reward now is $500. That's the minimum.
Yeah.
You know, so all of those costs have gone up, but we're not getting any more money from the trust fund. So that's why we're doing the fundraiser. That's why we do those things. If I could wave a magic wand, I'd say I'd try to get the legislature to change that trust fund, bring it up a little bit, and then anybody in the community, if you're an organization, please forgive me, but if you're an organization, you've got a corporate giving program, think about us.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Think about us. We're all about public safety.
It hadn't gone up since then. Wow.
No.
Wow.
It hasn't.
Yeah, that's tough. And one paid employee and everybody else volunteers to help out.
Yeah, and volunteer. Most of our volunteers have been on the board for a very long time.
Yeah.
Once they start, they have a passion to continue. And like I said, I've been doing it 40-something years, and Rusty's been doing it over 25 years, I believe. Neither one of us has ever received a penny for it.
Oh, that's awesome. All right, we're going to take a final break. We'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. Glad you're with us this morning. We appreciate your viewership. Let's take a quick look at our fishing game time today, brought to us by Blue Water Outriggers in Port St. Joe. We're looking at 7:23 this morning to 9:23 this afternoon, 7:50 to 9:50. Now, I asked Deborah if she's an outdoors girl, and your answer was, what do you like doing outdoors?
I like to sit by the pool.
By the pool. But you do go fishing with Greg every now and then.
Every now and then.
Do you bait your own hook?
I bait the hook.
Okay.
But I don't take the fish off. I don't take the fish off.
Okay. Oh, that's good. That's good. Well, Rusty, speaking of outdoor things, I know you love the outdoor stuff. You've done so many different things, from driving and all that, but you brought some interesting things, brought some good pictures.
I did, and listen, in keeping with the theme of the show, we try to, when you're kind enough to let us on, sort of bring something or include something that might be of interest to you outdoor viewers. And you said something about sheds one time in your show, and I thought, you know what, one of these times I'm going to bring some sheds and talk a little bit about our experience with that.
Now look behind me. Now you see my little shed back here. Let's put it in comparison to some of these sheds. Rusty's been getting some real sheds. Okay. You want to look at a picture first? Or you want to show the shed? What do you got?
Yeah, whatever you want to do.
Let's look at this picture first.
Yeah, I that sort of meets several reasons I brought that. That's Brady Park, and Brady Park was an outdoor education instructor in New Mexico. We had a facility out there for a while, and Cynthia and I had a chance to spend some time out there working on a new facility. And I was a little bored when I was off, which wasn't very often, and Brady would take me shed hunting, and that's some sheds that we found together. And we lost Brady to melanoma this past year.
Oh, really?
But Brady was a wonderful guy. He was the sort of teacher that the kids would behave because they just didn't want to disappoint him. And this is a residential facility. We had mostly Mescalero Apache kids there. We had a great GED program. We had a lot of things going on. But the program was so popular, I'll be really quick with this, program was so popular that we always had TV crews and newspapers there, Albuquerque Journal was there all the time. Brady came walking out of the woods. We were on Bureau of Land Management property, thousands of acres. Kids would go out, they cook rattlesnakes and eat them and things like that. Brady walks up one day and the TV crew's there interviewing some of the teachers, and he walks up to me and he says, Rusty, would it be a bad idea to have a poisonous snake on campus while the TV crew's here? I said, yes, Brado, I don't think we should do that. And then he whispered to him, he said, don't open the bucket. And so I went to Brady's celebration of life last month, and I was able to share that story with his family.
Wow.
Yeah, but he was a wonderful, wonderful man, and got us out involved in doing that. That is Cynthia with her first shed.
Tell us about this picture here.
Cynthia out there hiking, and it was, we have to walk where people don't walk and where elk walk, so she remembers that day. But that's Cynthia with her first shed. We have several of those in our house.
I love this right there. Mowing basketball.
Yeah, our son Justin was #1 on the Mowat basketball team. That's how long ago that
Look at
was.
that, I love
Yeah, and then she's got a PCMI hat on. That dates everything.
PCMI, Panama City Marine
Yeah.
Institute.
Yeah,
I
Okay.
love that.
Yeah.
Okay, and you brought us one this morning.
I did. I grabbed one just to give you an idea how large they are.
I'll move this over.
These things are huge. And
Holy Toledo.
Yeah.
Look at that thing, folks.
yeah.
So tell us about it. What kind of, I mean, how old you think? And I mean,
You know,
look at
I
that.
don't. I tell you what, they fall off depending on. Brady taught me this. Depending on the latitude, you can actually. There's a shed hunting website. You can go to the website and look and see where your latitude is, and it'll tell you almost to the week when they're going to fall.
Right.
And where we were was like the second week in March, and we would go and find these things. If you leave them a long time, the rodents will eat them and things. But I actually have a matching set at home.
Wow.
And,
Wow.
But
So how big do you think this was?
Oh.
700 pounds?
Oh, had to be. Had to
800?
be. They're massive. They're
Yeah.
massive. And so when I went out to Brady's funeral, town of Ruidoso is where we were in Lincoln County. As I was driving by, and there were 8 or 10 elk walking through the middle school parking lot. They're all over the place out
That's
there.
awesome.
Yeah, it's just
That's
a
cool.
beautiful place out
Be a
there.
good man to be a part of that, the PCMI and the Marine Institute program. That helped a lot of young people, and for you to go to that funeral speaks volumes. So
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Yeah, but I thought that might be of interest.
Cool stuff.
I have a house full of those.
Okay, my little that one behind me back here, we won't bring it out, but here's the shed that I did find. So, but that's the difference in the sizes and all. We've got about a minute or two left. What do you want to close out with? Well, make sure you buy your tickets and.
Yep. Buy the tickets and don't forget we're here. That's our job. Make sure you know Crime Stoppers is here 24/7. People call. We've got the hotline. The call center is open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We've got an officer. Sergeant Miller is a member of the board. He takes those tips 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and distributes those to the appropriate law enforcement agency. But we're here, and we're here because this community wants, most people want this place to be a safe place, and they just need to know that we're a resource for them.
Okay.
That's right.
Well, thank you, Russ, for all you do. And Deborah, don't wait so long next time we come on.
I won't. I'll be back.
Thank you for all you do and have done for all these years and all.
Thank
and,
you.
I want you to get Greg to go fishing now pretty soon. And,
I'll get him out of the
send me
house.
holding up a picture of a fish you catching. Okay, there's our Crime Stopper lady. Thank y'all so much.
Coach, thank you very much.
Thank you so much, hon.
Appreciate y'all watching the show. Y'all do something good for someone else like these folks do. You have a great day and enjoy the outdoors, and let's take care of it. God bless.
Thanks for watching America's only daily outdoor TV show, Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester, featuring hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.